Do you know what I see here? I see a distinct lack of telescope. Let's fix that. Hi Astro Addicts, my name is Tim and welcome back to Astro Addict. Welcome to hot summer nights. Welcome to a non-dark sky for at least 1 month. And welcome to the first Astrophoto-CHALLENGE, this time with Astrofarsography. I've had this idea once before, but it really didn't plan out. But this time, I'd like to introduce you to Astrofarsography, to Rosine Farset. I really hope I pronounced that correctly. A fellow astrophotographer and YouTuber just like me, living this hobby in the great and ever cloudy Great Britain. Very sorry for that. This challenge includes shooting the same deep sky target, but with some rules to it. The rules are: we shoot with comparable equipment. He's using an 80 ED refractor and a dedicated astronomy camera, and I will be using my ASI camera and my 102 APO refractor. Comparable equipment? Check. We will both shoot through a tri-narrowband filter, because this target is an emission nebula. The maximum integrated exposure time is 3 hours, which is about 1 good summer night. He gave the target decision to me because my field of view is a little bit smaller than his. After discussing our possibilities, we chose the Tulip Nebula. And who gets to decide whose image is better? All of you. We will both show both images at the end of our videos. After that, you can decide in an online straw poll which image is better. You will see these images without context. You will not know if the first image shown was mine or his, just to make it fair. I'm really excited for this. This is a great challenge to have some fun and get connected to some other photographers out there. I don't see this as a pure competition. I think it's a great way to have some fun and test some skills, because 3 hours of narrowband is not very much. But now, time to learn something about our target. To Stellarium. And welcome to day 2. It's now 2 days later after the first part of this video. The night when I wanted to shoot the Tulip Nebula, it was a complete disaster. Almost everything that could have been a problem was a problem. The first thing that happened, I dropped my USB hub and I think it broke and the mount connection was lost, the guide camera connection was lost. I forgot to clean the optics like I usually do before every setup. The rotation of the camera was not correct. I didn't even plan that much, and I don't even know why. I forgot to check the coordinates of the nebula because it's not in the APT catalog, so I just had to look it up on the fly, and it was not very good. So this night, complete disaster. I took some 5-minute subs and there is almost nothing in there. It's weird, because I'm used to bright nebulae, let's say the Crescent Nebula and the Orion Nebula, of course, very bright, but this nebula seems so goddamn dim. Almost nothing in the 5-minute exposure, and that says a lot. The problem is if I do 10-minute exposures now, which I could do, with only 3 hours, I don't think the signal to noise ratio would be any good. So I think I will stick with 5-minute subs, maybe maybe double the gain to 240 or even 390, maybe even higher, the highest gain possible, to get anything in these 3 hours. As I said, 3 hours is not much data for narrowband. Okay, fingers crossed. This night, as the last 7 nights and the future 14 nights, as far as the forecast is saying, all clear. We never had this before. Summer arrived here with a... It's crazy hot out here. In the last night, 2 days ago, the camera had trouble cooling down to -15. And even later in the night, I don't know why, it had trouble cooling down to -10. But the good thing this night, a little bit better temperature-wise, so... that night was awful, let me tell you. Alright, no time to lose. Let's get set up on the Tulip Nebula. Again. We are now waiting for the first 5 minutes up. I have to talk very quietly because my parents want to sleep. But I don't think they have much of a choice tonight because maybe you can hear it as soon as this train is passed. There's a festival going on in town. I hear them singing Queen, Bon Jovi, and some popular German artists, so that's pretty cool to listen from here. But I think... oh, there goes the screen, okay. But I think this over here is way more exciting. So, maybe you can see it in the upper left, 200 seconds are now passed. The camera is running at -15 at 77% cooling power. The PhD is running. Let me switch to PhD real quick. I could do a screen capture of the laptop, but the capture software interfered with PhD in the past, so I don't want to do that now. PhD is running brilliantly. I did a 4-step polar drift line, so that's awesome. I bumped up the gain to 390, so the highest possible gain. 5 seconds left. Let's look at this. Chick. It's now doing the dithering. The image is very bright. And let me take a closer look. You can definitely see a bit of Tulip Nebula in there, but not a lot at all. That's what I meant, this nebula is so dim. As for now, I think this looks quite good. So fingers crossed that this works. And look at this PhD graph, oh my god, amazing. The microphone is turned the wrong way. Okay. I really hope that Russ has some clear skies. I'm excited to see what he can squeeze out of 3 hours of this data. Most importantly, shout out to him. Check out his channel, Astrophotography, link in the description. I definitely want to do more of these Astrophoto-challenges. This is way too much fun. Just the chance to talk to the other astrophotographers out there and sharing the same excitement is so cool. And I don't want to sound cocky, but even with the small audience I have, I think it's also a great way to maybe spread a word about these other photographers out there who with YouTube channels and Instagram pages, Twitter pages, to get some people following their way, because every photographer who's spending nights under the stars, it's a hobby for itself and for a good reason. And if I can help any smaller channel out there just by doing this, by doing what I love, I think that's a great way to do this. And now time to see what he got out of this. Remember, you will see both images in a random order, and I will start an online straw poll, link in the description, that will run 1 week until both of the videos are uploaded simultaneously. Well, all I gotta say now... Why am I even wearing the headlamp right now? I got this way too bright light shining at my face. Clear skies to you, Rosine. I'm really excited to see what you can get out of this, and I'm ready to do more Astrophoto challenges. Clear skies, and may the night be with us.